So hi everyone, thanks for joining us today. I'm David from Hyperise. So really glad you can join me to go through some techniques on how you can personalize MailChimp outreach using Hyperise. So today we're going to go through techniques to increase your click-through rate and increase your reply rate. Hopefully you'll find these tips very useful and insightful, and look forward to any questions you may have at the end of the webinar. So kind of firstly, a bit about Hyperise. So what does Hyperise do? Obviously, if you're on this webinar, you're likely to be using MailChimp, but probably not using Hyperise. So Hyperise offers visual and text-based personalization of images, including GIFs. We offer some humanized images, which I'll come on to further down the line, which are a really nice technique of engaging a user with an email. And we offer personalized landing pages and websites, as well as personalized videos. So a whole personalization of a customer journey using Hyperise. We integrate with kind of hundreds of different platforms, one of which is, of course, MailChimp. And, you know, we really do enhance that customer journey by using personalization techniques. So kind of a bit about kind of average MailChimp user statistics. So MailChimp recently released a post, kind of blog post on their site within their resources section for the average 2022 email statistics. So the kind of benchmark open rate that a MailChimp user was getting and their benchmark click-through rate they were getting. So 20% open rate and a 2.62% click-through rate. So as we kind of come through the webinar today, we're going to touch on some Hyperise case studies and some success stories. So really like to keep those figures in mind, and we can see using personalization how well we're able to impact those two key metrics of any email campaign that you're sending out. And kind of a bit about MailChimp themselves on what they've said about personalization. So within this same resource, there's a section about how to improve your metrics, how to improve your open rate, how to improve your click-through rate. And they touch on personalization as the kind of one of the key methods to do that. And obviously they're talking about personalized subject lines because you know, you can't personalize an image directly in MailChimp or any other platform really. It's always kind of done through using a service like Hyperise, but they're talking about these personalized subject lines. So using the MailChimp merge tags to personalize subject lines. And they say themselves that personalized emails are shown to increase open rates for most users. So already MailChimp kind of informing you that the more personalization you use, the better your metrics will become. And using Hyperise with MailChimp means you can really improve what you're doing. You can really improve the open rates, the click-through rates by personalizing on another level. So really scaling that personalization. So kind of a really quick example, you know, we do personalize a lot of elements of an image. We can personalize websites and personalize videos. But just to start off with, on a really simple example, one that you'll probably receive every day in terms of a confirmation message. So this is the confirmation message coming from myself to say, I really appreciate you taking the time to book a Hyperise platform demo session, and it has this personalized image. So if I just kind of click onto here, you'll see that image in all its glory. So that's from my sent box coming in there. Hi, Catherine. I really appreciate you taking the time to book a Hyperise platform demo session with me. You can see here that it's personalized user with the speaker over here and their name in, and just a simple thanks for booking a call with me. Now, we receive similar emails on a day-to-day basis, whether that's, you know, booking in with other prospects or other vendors or restaurants, etc. You'll get these thanks for booking emails and confirmations with, but rarely will you see a personalized one to you that really makes you memorize the fact that you've made that booking. And kind of why are we doing this? So why is Hyperise offering this solution, and why is it beneficial? And it's all really about kind of, you know, too many marketing messages that you're getting a day just being ignored. So the average person, according to the New York Times, sees 5,000 marketing messages per day. And if we think TV, on trains, on transport, on on email, just on a website where you've got kind of all the banner advertisements as well. And that's so much a process that user engagement's rapidly declining. So it's gone down by 60%, and you're only getting around 8 seconds to capture and hold the attention of the user. So you think that's enough time to read like one line if it's text-based emails. So really not much time that you're getting to capture the user's attention with your outreach or any advertising you're doing. And this is really where personalization comes in. So we're kind of hardwired to process images faster than plain text. So I've been talking about the difference in between the initial email I've shown you there, a brief introduction into Hyperise, being all around, changing the usual email that you would send out, your usual thanks for booking, to this whole personalized GIF image that's really going to stand out from the crowd, and it's going to be processed quicker as well. So the human brain processing 60,000 times faster than plain text. 90% of the information that's transmitted to the brain is a visual, and 65% of the human population are visual learners. So everything there is leaning towards having this visual experience where you're kind of talking to the user via imagery. And personalization in images trigger what's called a pattern interrupt. And that's a really important part of the process, and why the Hyperise method of outreach and using our services is so powerful. So what is a pattern interrupt? So a pattern interrupt is a technique change a particular thought, behavior, or situation. Behavioral psychology and neuro-linguistic programming use this technique to interrupt and change thought patterns and behaviors. And why that's important is because if you're using personalized images, then you're triggering the pattern interrupts, and doing that in your sales flow will typically double or triple your engagement. So where does MailChimp fit in? I've kind of gone through what MailChimp talk about on personalization, and I've gone through current MailChimp metrics and a bit about what Hyperise offer and why it works and why we do it. So where does MailChimp actually come into the whole journey here? So Hyperise integrated MailChimp, and that allows you to personalize the customer journey, whether that be your sales funnel, whether that be a cart abandonment process, whether that just be your newsletter, a very common use for MailChimp, or whether that be, anything else within a kind of customer journey funnel, asking for reviews or sending a happy birthday out, those kind of things that are commonly done within the MailChimp system. And it's really easy to add the integration. So there's no technical knowledge required. There's no coding of APIs, etc., required in this process. It's just a simple, straightforward adding an integration into the system. So if we click here, I'm going to go into the Hyperise platform now. And this is just a nice example, of an image that Hyperise offer. And this is just one of our stock templates. You can create your own imagery as well. And in here, you've got a few aspects. So kind of got company logo that would come in, and it's got the first name tag there and another logo here. But the key part I'm showing this image is to just show you how simple it is to integrate with. So all you have to do to integrate an image is just click add. So I've already got MailChimp integrated, as you'll see there. But if I remove it and just go through the full process, it's literally a case of pressing add, and then I can search MailChimp, which is then obviously coming up there. You see how many other integrations we have, over 150 integrations with other platforms as well. But for the purpose of what we're discussing today, obviously I'm going to select MailChimp integration. Yes, add my MailChimp integration. And that's that simple. The integration is now added to this image. And now how do I put that in MailChimp? How do I connect the two? Well, it's just a simple case of pressing this button here, get image code. I can select the integration again. Now it asks always here, do you want to link to the website landing page, which we are going to want to do, and I'm going to come back onto. But for now, I'm going to press no and just show you how simple that process is of just linking one image and creating that personalization. So in here, it just gives you this code. Okay, and all that is a bit of code that you can copy into your MailChimp template editor. So if I go into my MailChimp account, for example, I can just copy that into my email now. So if I MailChimp, so once we're on our MailChimp account, what we're going to see is simple ways to obviously edit our templates. So if we just go into our standard all campaigns and email template editor. So I go into my email templates here. I can select, and I've got that similar one in there already. As you'll see, a similar picture. You just go into this one here. And all I've done is copied and pasted that code. So really simple. I go in here. You'll see in that block there was the simple line of code. So we're seeing that code within the email. And that's all you do to add it into your email template. And you'll see there that it's on there on the left-hand side. And you'll see what it's done as well. If I go to my Hyperise platform, you're seeing first name here. And if I go into my MailChimp template, it's already converted using the MailChimp personalization tag. This F name here is obviously the MailChimp personalization tag, because it already knows exactly where to get the data from. There's no technical aspect to what you need to do there. And that's the whole integration in a nutshell, just to put that personalization into MailChimp. So it's really straightforward to do. So let's have a look at a few different use cases. So you've seen a very basic one there, just on how to integrate it. But how can we use imagery and integrate that into MailChimp to, what are the best use cases to do? So here you're going to see a humanized GIF, which I mentioned earlier, really powerful way to grab a user's attention. And this is all about inviting a user to an event. So obviously a common use of MailChimp with Eventbrite and taking registrations for events. This is a good way to promote your events, or even send a ticket to someone who has registered. So if I just click onto here, we're going to see the email in the full. And what we're going to see is it's got personalization in. So obviously I'm sending to myself in this personalization aspect. So you're going to see, my name on the personalization. So David, because it's coming to David at Hyperise.com, the Hyperise company name, because it's coming to Hyperise.com. And you're going to see the logo as well, the Hyperise logo, because it's being sent to a Hyperise.com domain. And that's all dynamically created on the fly. So all that personalization is happening at the point the email is sent. And you're seeing all of that go onto this really different image. And you kind of see the email text where we're talking to the user, hey David. So a bit of personalization in there as well, using the standard first name tagging the text that you'll be familiar with using in MailChimp now. But it's all about the main content of the email being this personalized image. I've prepared a free ticket just for you. And it looks like you have prepared a free ticket just for them, because you've got a free ticket on display, not just here's your ticket with just generic fields on it. It has got a ticket which you're passing to the user in this humanized GIF with all their information on. Click below to claim it, and then the user can obviously click below, go to your site to claim the ticket, or wherever the event's being hosted to register. So a really nice use case there of how personalization can just really make a simple process that would have previously been, hey David, I'm running an event, click this link below to register, into a much more kind of interactive way of booking on that event. And no doubt you're going to capture the attention more and have more people register for an event. Another use case that you can look at is obviously a very common use case of MailChimp itself, is a newsletter. So in here, we're looking at that image I've shown previously and how to integrate it. This is kind of the image in its glory. So that welcome and thanking users to the newsletter. So normally you kind of subscribe to the newsletter. Hey, David, hey, Tim, whatever the name may be. Thanks for subscribing. We look forward to sending you all our wonderful content, etc. Whereas this is a much more personalized way of doing things, a bit of a cute image with an animal on. It could be whatever you want. It could be back to a GIF, could be any image you create. But just an example, thanks for subscribing, and it's thanks for subscribing, first name, and obviously the logos on there as well. So where we looked at the image before, we had the first name and the logo. That's it, where it's capturing all that data. In this instance, obviously using the example of tcook@apple.com. And then kind of another use case, very popular on MailChimp, so wishing users a happy birthday. So where you're kind of reaching out to people and saying, happy birthday, claim your birthday voucher, claim your birthday gift, whatever that may be. You'll see in MailChimp that it's an existing user journey, which I'll show you where that is in a second. And that's a really nice way of doing things. You're seeing on a birthday cake, you've got that personalization, happy birthday, David obviously have sent this to myself, wishing myself a happy birthday, clearly. And that's obviously a nice way to connect with a user. You're kind of going to always get emails around that time of year with kind of other vouchers from other companies, because it's quite a standard marketing technique. But very few are going to have a personalized image on that, a birthday cake with their name on it. That's going to grab their attention. It's going to make them smile, because it's like getting a birthday card in an email, but personalized to them automatically from someone, who's just reaching out on a marketing email from them. Claim your birthday gift, being the button, the call to action on that image, but you're going to draw them in with that birthday cake with their name on it. Really nice way to do things. So if we look at on MailChimp, obviously they have that full journey already there in their customer journey builder. They have that celebrate customer birthdays aspect in there. You capture their birthday, and when they turns their birthday, it adds their contact into the funnel, and then that email can go out. And that can be any image you want. That could be a full birthday card that you create for someone. Whatever you wish to create for them can be done. And the integration's the same, just adding it in the same way we've gone through previously. So another really good use case for Hyperise and MailChimp is to increase call bookings. So where we've got them into a funnel, maybe with the newsletter, or maybe it's a different customer outreach funnel, using this kind of visual personalization method. So we talked about kind of the first name and the logo, but even here we're showing another aspect of personalization. You'll see here that we've got their business name on the on top of our website, so it's like that users on our website, because they would have been if they signed up for a newsletter. But here we've even got their website on our computer screen. Real personalization. Like you're really talking to them, right? Yeah. Thanks for signing up. I'm looking at your business now. Have you got time for a chat about it? Really nice message to send out. And before, at the start of the webinar, I was talking about website personalization being another feature that Hyperise offer. And let's click into this email now. So we click into this email image now. You see that page has just converted itself into a personalized page. Personalized video, personalized text, personalized imagery. So we're seeing a personalized logo again here. We're seeing personalized business name here. We're seeing more personalization of business name.
Hi, Tim. Thanks for accepting my offer and watching this video.
We've got that personalized video to the user. I mean, how many websites can go on personalized video? You've got video that talks to them, not just via text, by audio as well. And this is one of my favorite parts of the whole strategy, is you're asking the user to book a call. Tim, please pick a suitable time to schedule your strategy call. Just a standard calendar link, book a time, look forward to speaking to you, standard generic terms. This is literally asking the user them personally to book a call. And we've even got kind of really minute details on here that you could be doing on your website, like the whole point of the call, this free strategy personalization report that we're talking about. We even have that in an image personalized to the user, business names on there, first name, last name, like it's an actual like brochure that we're kind of creating for them. But before we even spoke to them, real personalization happening in real time. It's a really nice way to engage your users and really reach those goals with an improved click-through rate and improved reply rates and call booking rates. So let's have a look at some results. We're talking about how good it is and why it works. So let's have a look at some real life campaign examples and the results that it came through. So if we remember at the start, we're talking a 2.62% average click-through rate on MailChimp users and a 22.3% average open rate. So let's have a look at some examples of real life campaigns that have used Hyperise and what the results are. So when we're looking at open rates, for example, open rates and reply rates, this campaign here with reply, we've got before using personalized images, the average reply rate of 12.3%. And after using personalized images, we've got a reply rate of 20.4%. That's nearly doubled the reply rate there, just by making that small change of using the personalized images. That's how powerful it can be. And also the open rate has gone up by 10% as well by using this technique. So we're seeing better open rates and better reply rates. And that's just one example of how powerful the software can be to improve your funnels. If we look at this, a really nice example, I really like this one because it really does show a few different aspects. So if I kind of go here, so we've got one email campaign sent at 8 a.m. 2 hours later, you had 24 confirmed bookings, booked sales appointments, 30% engagement in the within the whole campaign in general. And we're seeing a 20.3% click-through rate. You know, we were talking earlier about a 2.62% average. That is nearly 10 times that click-through rate by using the personalization option. And let's just look at some of the responses that we're kind of seeing blown up here. So thanks for your awesome message. No one thinks cold outreach is an awesome message. I love the GIF and the video, the personalized video on the website. You know, hey, thanks for reaching out. And yes, you got it down to a T. I love a good personalized approach. Ha ha. You know, someone's actually enjoying reading a cold outreach email. It really, no one does that. So this is making a kind of whole different process, really more engaging. Seeing 30% engagement from this post. You know, hey, legend, got a chuckle out of that outreach, and props for doing something different. People even acknowledging it's different from what they're seeing on a daily basis. So this is why it's so powerful. And we're talking, you know, relating it all to the current metrics you're likely to be seeing with your MailChimp journey. We're seeing how well you can use Hyperise and increase, you know, your click-through rate on there, your reply rate, your engagement, your open rate. You see an open rate of 45.1% on this, so a really high delivery rate as well. So really good outreach and metrics there. And actually, what I've not mentioned, more than one person opened this email. So out of the openers of there, more than one person opened this email. 20% of people have opened that email more than once. And who reads a cold email? You know, I'm normally a you know, kind of spot them a mile off and kind of mark as read before I've read them. And these are being opened more than once on it. 20% of people. That's massive because they're enjoying the email. It's a really nice way of doing it. And the replies there are brilliant. And I'm sure stuff you would love to see coming from your campaigns or newsletters. And then to relate back a little bit to the website that we talked about, I said how powerful that is to do this website personalization. And I really do recommend. You're seeing here an example of a personalized website. But what I really want to share with you is this whole kind of funnel journey and the impact it has. So before, we were looking at other examples and taking their benchmarks prior to using personalized images in the funnels. And I'm doing that again here. So if we take the Hub Stuff example here, 3% email click-through rate, so very similar to the average we've got with the MailChimp average, 2.62%. So ringing true that your average click-through rate would be around that. And I'm sure many people watching today are experiencing that click-through rate. And let's look at how we can improve it using personalization. So for every 300 emails in this average, 9 visits to the landing page. So 9 people you're getting to the landing page, and then a standard trial conversion prior to using your personalization was 10%. So therefore 300 emails you're just generating that one trial sign up. But let's apply personalization. So when we applied personalization, we've gone from a 3% email click-through rate to 11%. That's 3.5 times uplift. Okay, so you're kind of massive increase there. And for every 300 emails sent, then you're getting 33 visits to the sales page. And a personalized sales page doubled the trial rate. So from 10% previously to 21% with a personalized sales page. So more than double, just over double the conversion to trial from going on landing on the page. And therefore, when you're doing that, you're getting 300 emails and now generating 7 signups. So from the initial standard no personalization in a campaign, you're getting 1 sign up per 300 emails. We're now seeing 7 signups per 300 emails. Absolutely crazy uplift, 7 times the uplift just by applying those 2 things to a sales funnel. And you see how powerful it can be there with tons more examples like this. But what we'd really like to do at this stage is invite you in for a free trial. So Hyperise, we offer a 14-day trial. Use that in full, use all the personalization aspects we talked about today, videos, websites, and imagery with the humanization aspect as well. So loads of different options there for personalization that we've gone through today, and you can use all that within your trial. You can sign up and try us out via hyperise.com. You can also book in a free one-to-one demo. So there's many things on the platform that you won't have seen today. Just can't give you too much information in one session. It'd be far too much to take in. And I've obviously focused on MailChimp today in this webinar. But if there's other aspects of personalization you want to talk about, or go through, or just have a full guide on the platform, we do one-to-one demos. So you can contact me as well, david@hyperise.com. Love to hear your feedback about today's webinar as well. And hopefully in the platform and assist with anything that I can do and look to help your personalization and outreach journey. So thanks very much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure to share these ideas with you, and hopefully look forward to speaking to you in the near future. Thanks a lot. Bye.